When I said black culture promotes degeneracy, that's something that everybody knows.
He should have just kept it in the tuck. And if he really truly feels and believes that, it's better to just shut your mouth at that point. What up, YouTube? H-Dog gonna be talking about Sneako. He went viral for his thoughts on black culture, and even the fact that he even commented on black culture and the way that he commented on. I think he should have just kept it in the tuck. And if he really truly feels and believes that, it's better to just shut your mouth at that point. But specifically, he was talking about black culture and rap music in general.
When I said black culture promotes degeneracy, that's something that everybody knows. Like, you listen to any rap music, like Durk. I listen to Lil Durk all the time. He's rapping about murder all the time. He knows that that will sell more music. He knows that rap beef and like, I'm gonna kill you, you're gonna kill me. But you're 29 with kids, still talking about like killing other people, and you're gonna risk your life over music. Like everything that hip hop promotes, besides Ye and besides a few like, you know, Christian rap or stuff like that, it's all just drugs, murder, bitches. When a black person becomes more affluent, when they put on a suit, when they get a good job, when they speak correctly, you're speaking white. Yo, why are you talking like a white boy? I'm just speaking English properly. When they talk about keeping black culture black in those affluent areas, they mean they want a doctor who's also sagging. They want a doctor who's still banging and throwing up signs.
I agree that there's a lot of stuff within hip hop culture that is kind of negative, for sure.
All of it.
All of it.
Like,
you really put me on the spot here to like think about it objectively.
Sneako absolutely misses the mark with this one. He's over here trying to sit there and insinuate that that's all of what black culture is, black hip hop is, when even though there may be some who talks about like violence and stuff like that, I think the reason why that a lot of rappers will talk about violence is because not only they know that it'll sell, but it's something that's being pushed by industry executives. And what they'll end up doing is when they're in a meeting with these artists, they'll sit down and tell them, hey, look, let's sweeten the deal. I'll give you 5 or 10 million and add some bonus incentives if you rap about, you know, your violent past. And then they end up signing them. And these said executives, they end up making 50 million or around that ballpark or even more off of the violent stuff. And this is the same thing that applies to a bunch of female artists as well. And you always see the criticisms about female artists being hypersexual. I think that's something that's also being pushed by these executives at these music labels too, that's telling these female artists, hey, look, here's a bonus incentive. If you rap about, you know, your sexual escapades, you get an X amount of money. And the reason why these execs do that or tell these artists that is because, again, just like with the violence, they know it's going to make them a boatload of cash. So they end up brainwashing these artists, telling them you do this, you make a lot of money, which it is profitable when artists do rap about being hypersexual or talk about violence. At the end of the day, the ones who's profiting the most from this is these executives, and they're the ones at the end of the day putting it in their minds, do this and do that, you'll make a lot of money, we'll make a lot of money. But what they don't tell these artists is they're going to end up making more money than the artist. And also, I do think that us, the consumers, do play a role in this music selling well, because you have a lot of people who go out there and support the violent songs, support the hypersexual music, and then end up complaining about it, weirdly enough. So I think there's a level of accountability that could be, you know, thrown around everywhere, from the artists to the people who consume it, and especially the men in the high tower that run the show. And what invalidates Sneako's point is you have ones who rap about who could actually rap and don't really, you know, rely on the whole violence aspect, and they're really good at what they do, but people don't support them. Now, there are ones who don't really be talking about like violent shit for real, and they still do numbers. The point I'm making on all this is, go out and make sure you support the artists who are actually rapping, being skillful, and try to show way less support for the violence that's glorified or the hypersexuality that's glorified. Even though with the hypersexuality, I think it has its own demographic, just like the violent side has its own demographic it caters to as well. But I guarantee you, if the support was to go out the window for both sides, then these executives would realize, hey, people want to listen to people actually rap and make good music. But with that being said, let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Till next time, it's been H Dog here, and I'm out. Peace.